What's up, Stack Collectors? Sideshow Venom or the newly released XM Studios Venom? But which one? Let's talk about it on today's Statue Chat. So what's up, Stack Collectors? It's your boy HStats, and I hope you guys are having a good day. Those of you who are new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell. This way you know all about my up and coming videos. And shout out to JS because he gave me this idea to put this topic together. Which one with which Venom we should consider purchasing, whether it's the Sideshow Collectibles Venom that was released a few months back, and then the newly released XM Studios Venom sculpted by the Tuchuric brothers. And that's a pretty good topic. So I know I had did a video back a few months about the Sideshow Venom Martin Canali version. Now let's just dive right into it. So overall, you know, for me, that particular statue was a pass, and I'll explain why. So let's look at a few pictures here. So if you look at the Martin Canali Venom, it's just something that's just not for me, and I'll tell you why. So it's just that whole Venom with the jaw that's a little bit, it seems to be very long and just too much of an exaggeration, and I don't think I've seen Venom in that aspect. And you know, as far as the symbiote, I don't know, maybe because this is just a prototype, I'm thinking that, you know, the symbiote looks kind of like, it's kind of like, I wouldn't say it doesn't look fused with the body. I'm not really convinced. It looks kind of like, you know, it's just like, you know, I guess pegged in to the Venom body. He is massive. The pose is dynamic. I love what he did with the teeth. And most of all, what I really like about this particular statue is that he's holding Spider-Man's mask. So that kind of like did it for me. But if you've been following me, like I said before, certain characters I'm very picky with, and I just have to decide like which Venom is going to be for me, being that there's been so many Venoms. And I had a Venom. I had the Sideshow Venom that came out a few years back, and I actually sold it because it just wasn't my version of Venom. So with the Martin Canali piece, you know, he does great work. People, the community is very familiar with Martin Canali, excellent sculptor. But for this Venom in particular, with the jaw that's kind of like really kind of like exaggerated, really long, it just doesn't do it for me, even though that's his spin. But what I can tell you, the pros on this particular statue is, like, if you look closely in this picture, you kind of like see more of a detail of the symbiote and the muscular structure, which is pretty amazing. I think the anatomy of the muscle is well defined. Of course, you know, in the Marvel comics, usually our characters' muscular structure, the anatomy is exaggerated just to give that superimposed ability of superhuman strength or whatever type of abilities that these extraordinary characters have. Now, I can tell you another thing, what I like about the Sideshow Venom sculpted by Martin Canali is the base. The base looked like probably either Hobgoblin or Green Goblin. He's standing over a crash vehicle with some ooze coming out. And then you have that Easter egg Oscorp Industry print on the base. So don't really know what that story is about. Don't really know what's going on right now with that. But overall, I think it's a great piece. And I think if you do a side-by-side comparison, which I'm about to do, you'll have more of a easier choice of basically what this bad boy is all about. Now, the Martin Canali Venom is going to stand about, the height is going to be 23.12 inches, the width 18.55, and then the depth 19.93 inches, which is, you know, it's a quarter scale, pretty high. All right, so now let's move on to the newly released XM Studios Venom. All right. Oh, and excuse me. And then the price tag for the Martin Canali Venom, let's see. It's just a premium format, so I don't think it's any exclusive head portraits yet. So it's going to be $650. The limited edition size has not been determined yet, but knowing Sideshow, who knows what that ES is going to be? Pretty high, if I guess. and that's estimated to be shipped probably around October 2022 to November 2022 of this year. Excuse me. All right, so let's take a look at this bad boy. This is the one. Now, with the newly release up for PO Venom Arise, a quarter scale statue. Okay, so now, at first, I was a little bit kind of like taken back when I saw it. But then, I think you have to realize where the Tachorek brothers are going with this. Because there's a lot of symbiotes on this particular Venom. And I love the whole fact that and I'm guessing that green drool comes from like the 90s comics. Some people were saying that they're not getting why Venom have like some green drool on his tongue. But if you read the 1990s Venom comic book series, some of Eric Larson designs or drawings were based on that green drool, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So that's where it basically comes from. So it's not something that XM just made up. So I'm guessing it came from the Eric Larson Venom version. So now you look at this picture. At first glance, I thought it was just a little bit too dark, like a very dark Venom. And then being these are still prototype pictures, it looks like the symbiote has really possessed Eddie Brock, because I don't know if this is like a transformation Venom where the symbiote is just live and popping, and just looking at the pictures, I'm getting that's where XM is going with this, but that's fine. And then you also have a portrait that reminds me of the Todd McFarlane Venom comic book, and that's also okay. But now with the angels on the base, I'm not sure where XM is going with that. It's not really comic book related, but that's also fine. And then you have some, looks like some baby angels chirrups on the bottom of this base. And that's also fine as well. You have a lot of, symbiote, which kind of, in some sense, kind of remind me a little bit of the movie Little Shop of Horror, those symbiotes. But it's cool. I see where they're going with it. I don't know if they did too much of it. I'm kind of worried about those symbiote tentacles, but knowing XM, usually their designs come well sculpted, and I've never had a break. They never even arrived break, so knock on wood. But overall, I think this is an amazing Venom. And what would be your decision if you were deciding on the Martin Canale or the I always get messed up saying their name, the Tachorek brothers? Which one would you go with? I don't know yet, but let's continue. So I can tell you what I really love about the Tachorek brothers Venom and production company XM Studios. It just seems like this Venom is just one with the symbiote that I would say is basically it's kind of like animated in some sense, and I guess that's where it's going. And if you look closely, at first appearance, I thought the Venom statue was completely black, but there's some blues here, and I'll have to zoom up to show you what I mean. It seemed like there's some dark black symbiote, some like black Venom, and then you have like some blues here. So I don't know if, excuse me, if that was done intentionally, and when the statue comes in, you might be a little bit more surprised. But we have some time. Usually XM, they listen to the community, and if there's any kind of flaws that the community is not okay with, they usually go back and do some adjustments. So this is why I'm kind of like leaning more towards the Venom. Now, I've been looking for a Venom that I'm going to be impressed with for years to come, and I'm leaning more towards the XM Studios Venom. Now, here's the piece, what really does it for me. I've seen XM done some Eddie Brock transformation portraits with previous production pieces that they've done, and I miss those, and that's something I've always wanted. I always wanted a transformation piece. So this is why I'm leaning more now on the XM Studio Venom, because I just think that piece is, absolutely stunning. It's uncustomary. It's basically phenomenal, and I have not seen it anywhere else but XM. And then it also remind me of the Eric Larson Venom, but this one doesn't have the green drool on it. But that's fine. I can accept that. So this is why I think this piece is probably going to outweigh the Sideshow production piece. And I think, you know, most people will probably are going to pick this over the Sideshow Martin Canale, even though the price is cheaper. So now the price on the XM piece from the website that I'm looking at right now, it looks like it's going to go for $1,075 not shipped. Now we all know when it comes to shipping, this piece might easily bump up to maybe about $1,500. But the news is, let's see when this is scheduled to ship. So it looks like you have until third quarter of 2023 before you even get this bad boy, which is good. So you have some time. And then the ES on this one is $599. So that's why I guess most people are probably, who have that kind of disposable cash, to lean towards this particular Venom from XM. So guys, if you like my video, make sure you hit that like button. And those of you who are new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell. This way you know all about my up and coming content. So guys, boom. This is what I need you guys to do. Which one? Are you more likely to lean with the Martin Canale Venom from Sideshow or the Chichoric Brothers from XM Studios? Which one you think is the best one? Which one would you go with? Would you go with the XM Studios Venom because of it's more dynamic? It seems like you have like more of an overkill of symbiote on this particular Venom, and you get multiple switch outs. You get the Eddie Brock transformation switch out, which looked absolutely amazing. You get what I'll call the Todd McFarlane switch out, and then you also get that other portrait where, you know, I'll say it's the Eric Larson green drool pose. Or would you go with the Martin Canale that have I guess at green base ooze with the Oscorp Easter egg and the Spider-Man I guess mask in the hand? I mean, either or, they look both great. I don't know, I guess you would say it's more economical to go with the Sideshow piece, only $650, or you will go with the more higher end for $1,075. But let's take another look at this XM Studio Venom. As I look at that leg, I do see this picture actually shows the blues. You more see like a more bluish kind of costume, which in the comics originally Venom did have that blue costume, and then you see like the black symbiote, which kind of looks like an oil spill, but the symbiote is like a black, and I guess that's why it's more, it gives it more of a sinister look. And then you have some rusty material here, beams on the bottom of the base, and then I love that black symbiote and the claws on the hands. And then again, those Sherberts really, you know, they do it for me, but not so much comic theme. But I don't know, you know, this one is not a tough one. I would say the Martin Canale has more of a cleaner version of Venom, but then if you look here in this picture, it seems like you can display the Venom without those symbiote tentacles to give it more of a cleaner look, even though you still see, like, you know, the symbiote really kind of a animated, lively kind of symbiote. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So and this one, this is where it gets tricky. The centimeters on the XM Studios Venom, let me see, it goes by centimeters. So it's, for the height is going to be 86 centimeters. So that's almost about 34 inches high. And then the base is 70 centimeters. So that's about almost, I'll say almost 28 inches. And then the length of this is going to be 56 centimeters. And that also translates to probably about almost 22 inches. So how can they call this a quarter scale? To me, that's more of like a 1/3, and that's what I mean. But that's fine with me. I don't care, because I always wanted like a large kind of a Venom in my collection, and I just think this one captivates the character more and gives you more of a signature Venom. Even though I'm still not too sure, I'm still iffy, but I think I'm going to take the risk and I'm going to go with XM Studios Venom, because I know for a fact the community Those of us who are already not too sure are already writing our guy Ben, and I'm sure there's going to be a little bit more changes before the final piece gets into our hand. So I think I'm going to lean towards that. And guys, again, leave some comments. Let me know which one you're going with. Are you going with the XM Studios Venom, or do you prefer the Sideshow Venom sculpted by Martin Connolly? So short one today. Guys, with that said, keep your stats up, and I'll definitely check you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys, but don't go anywhere. Make sure to check out my other videos and reviews to the playlist on the right. I'm sure you guys are going to love it. Peace.